Hello everyone, in this video we are going to see some application like first row. You must need to have these application. Without them don't come into the China. Second one, second row, you can have. If you don't have, still it is okay. Third, you may want to have it or not, still okay. And fourth one, if you want to have, then okay. If you don't want to have, then still okay. So let's start from row 1. Row 1 have Baidu translator. This is must have application before you come to China. It's the alternative of Google Translate. Google Translate and Google services don't work in China without VPN. So it's a good alternative for Google Translate, especially in Chinese to English communications. Another option is this Microsoft Translator. Normally use Baidu Translator, but this is also a good option. So we are not going to explain the differences, but these are my two suggestions. Then maps. This is Google Maps. Google don't Maps don't work well in China. Many famous locations and roads are not on this map, so it's big no. But see, if you have, it's okay. If you don't have, then still it's okay for me at least. But for a starter, I think you should have also Google Maps. The other better applications which work well in China is this Baidu Tithu. Tithu is map and Baidu is a company. So Baidu Tithu and A Map. These both are in the Chinese. Remember, these both are in the Chinese. But if you are an iPhone user, then iPhone official map, it is in the English. So that work well for you. But if you don't have iPhone, then your alternatives are these row applications. Okay, must have. Number 3 is this railway application. This is to select trains, especially if you have to take train in China. Although you can take train via WeChat and Alipay, but as per my experience, I think this railway app is the best if you want to take the trains. I have made a video about how to select trains. Maybe you can watch those videos if you want. That video actually. Alipay, obviously you must need Alipay, but if you don't have Alipay, for starter it's still okay, but I suggest that you should have Alipay. And the WeChat is must have. If you don't have Alipay, maybe it's still okay, but if you don't have WeChat, then it's a big problem for you. Alipay and WeChat, they both have the payment options, so I think WeChat is more necessary. Alipay is also good. I personally use Alipay more than WeChat for the payments. Second row, it's my VPN. Whatever VPN you use, it's up to you. I'm not suggesting any VPN, but my experience of VPN I have shared in the video. You can find the link in the description. So must have VPN before you come to China. Now this is the shopping applications. It's after you come to China, then maybe you want to buy something, then my suggestion is this Jintong, then this is Taobao, and this is Pinduoduo. So these three applications, okay, I have explained and make these videos and what is the difference between these application and what kind of things you should buy from the which application. Other three, I don't know why I have them, so just ignore them. This one, this is the Meituan Vaimai. It is for like alternative of maybe Food Panda. I have not used Food Panda, so it's my guess. But you can buy online food from it, and I also have made a video that how to order food from here. In that video you can find how to order food. And then this one, the Meituan also a good option. It is, you can say, it is somehow alternative of Alipay, but it don't Meituan does not have the payment options, but other options are almost like Alipay. But it's also a good suggestion. But if you don't have Meituan, then still it is okay. Now number 3, this first application is the Tencent Meeting. It is the alternative of Zoom. So Tencent Meeting is work well in China as compared to Zoom and maybe Teams and other things. But Teams also work, I think, but still I don't use that. So your professors and your other colleagues, maybe they are going to use the Tencent Meeting as compared to the Teams and other things. Other options are not relevant to you maybe. Then if you are going to find jobs, then these are the applications you need. So this is the boss, this is Liepin. This is one of the best application I think, but for registration they also take a video call or something like that. So that's why I think this is a better application as compared to boss, and this is the Xiaopin. These three applications are Chinese applications, in the Chinese, but you can maybe use a browser and use them in the computer. If you want me to explain them, then I would be happy to explain them. You can ask in the comments. LinkedIn doesn't work in China. Maybe you can, if you want to find job outside the China, you can use LinkedIn. And in career, it's Chinese version of LinkedIn, but I don't really use. I prefer the center one. Go back. Now these are your applications. This one is the China Unicom SIM application. So if you have China Unicom SIM, then maybe you need to install this application. And the third one, this one is China Mobile application. If you have China Mobile SIM, then maybe you should install this application. Again, if you want me to explain them, I would be happy to explain. You can ask in the comments. The first one is the bank application. So my bank account is in the Bank of Communication. It's a good application. You can see your transactions, and you can also link it with the WhatsApp. So it's a good, you can link it in the WeChat. So it's a good option. Maybe you should have these three applications, whatever your SIM you are using and whatever bank you are using. Then fourth one is a currency converter. In my experience, she is a big XE. She, I am asking, saying is she, I don't know what they say, is Z or she or what. So XE I think is a good option. Other two are not really required for you maybe. This is actually a half a bus service application, but maybe your city have some other thing, so let's just ignore it. This one is Baidu Wangpan. It is the, you can say that it is the cloud service provided by Baidu. Baidu is the same Baidu Maps, Baidu. So it's a cloud service. Maybe you can use it for the file sharing in the China. iFly, this is a keyboard. I personally prefer iFly over other services like Google and different applications are. So maybe iFly, if you want to use the keyboards, my suggestion is the iFly. Then this one is the Alibaba. This is the Chinese version of Alibaba. If you have used Alibaba, you should know that you cannot buy things in Alibaba while using in the it in the China. So with this Alibaba you can buy thing in the China, in China, but it mostly bulk things. I don't really use it. So if you want me to explain it, I would be happy to explain it. And the last option, if you have these things, make sure you install them before coming to China. Maybe like Play Store, you should have. I hope your mobile already have it, but you should have it. And these are some other application. I think these are very familiar or known application. So if you want to have them, you should have them if you want. Anyhow, these are the applications in my suggestion a person should have if they want to come into China. If there is some other application, I remember after some time, if you want me to ask some about some application, you can comment. I will explain another in another video. Okay, bye bye.